Hey guys, welcome back to my Minecraft world, where today we are going to be building a lighthouse. But before we actually start building anything, we need to actually design it. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I've copied over the world, and this is the spot that I've chosen to build the lighthouse. I think it would look really nice when you're like looking from a boat and you just see a lighthouse there. And I think it'll serve as a nice guide into the river. Okay, so for the lighthouse tower, I'm going to be using white concrete because I think it matches most of the images I found on Google, So the next thing we need to do is to actually make the part that has the light, like at the top. And for that, I'll be using deep slate tiles because I think it'll look the best on the lighthouse, but we'll see. Now for the actual lighthouse part, I don't want the light to be shining inwards, but what I do want it to be is like towards the ocean, Also, if you have any like building requests that I could do for a video, please tell me in the comments because I definitely need new ideas of what to do. Wow, that lighthouse actually looks not bad. I'm gonna have to kind of mess with this balcony thing, but for now, let's actually work on this part because it doesn't really make sense that this is floating on a bunch of sand, So how I'm gonna do this cliffside right here is kind of just make it into stone and like add a gradient from like dark to light, maybe add some grass on the top, just make it look more like a lighthouse would actually be on it. Okay, so this cliffside is looking pretty good. I think I'll just expand it a little bit more later. But for now, let's work on the actual house part. So when I look at most images, the house always has a red roof and the walls are white. So I'm going to be using mushroom stem and mangrove wood because, look at that. That's a house, I think. Not really. So this is kind of layout that I'm going to use for this. Here you have probably a bathroom and then the common living area with a bed and maybe he even gets a kitchen. Who knows? Now the question we should be asking ourselves is this person rich? Will they have a fancy kitchen? The answer is obviously not, because they work in a lighthouse. Okay, this kitchen is looking pretty good so far. I just need to figure out what else to put here. I think that looks fine. That's a bit questionable, but whatever. Now that we have the kitchen, let's make the little hangout area where the guy would sit and maybe eat his food. Here is a small little chair and a small little table so he can eat his lunch by himself, Okay, now it's time for the bathroom. Here we will have a nice bathtub with a little towel right here. Now what we can do is fill this up. Okay, and that should be good for the bathroom for now. Now the next step would be to make the staircase that goes all the way to the top so that our lighthouse keeper can view the ships that are passing by. And look at that, the staircase is now done. I think the last thing that we need to do for this lighthouse is make the light area. This kind of looks wonky. I might have to change this up a bit later, but for now, that honestly does look like a lighthouse. Okay guys, so as you can see, I kind of made the cliffside look way better. I added some details to the lighthouse, but yeah, I guess now that we have this, it's time to actually go into the survival world and build it. Okay guys, so we're back in the survival world, and here are all of the resources that we will need to build the lighthouse. And what I'm going to do is get into a time lapse where I'm going to build the whole lighthouse here, and then we'll be able to see the final product. So yeah, cue the time lapse. Okay guys, now that the time lapse is done, we can see how our build turned out. I think it looks really nice, and the interior turned out pretty cool. Maybe it needs a bit more decoration and stuff. Then the lighthouse parts maybe needs a little bit more refining, but I think it looks really nice. And down here, you can see that I actually added a little bit of a dock right here for any boats that want to stop by and maybe talk to a lighthouse person. If you want me to make more of these videos, please let me know what I should build next in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye.